Digital Talk Radio. I'm Michael Horn. And when I say the PM Show Weekend Edition, I'm talking about the Conrad Edition. It's time for me to bring to you a real good buddy of mine and a guy who is a true American icon, a star of stage, screen, television, a recording artist extraordinaire, and now a radio superstar. We're talking about our buddy, the one and only Mr. Robert Conrad.
I always thank you for that very charming introduction, and you said my show, it's our show, Mike, and you know that.
I know that.
You wanted me to come and say you're one of the superstars of radio. You've got that radio voice, and good for you, huh?
Well, you've got the radio voice as well, my friend.
Well, I had the speaking voice last night at Fullerton State
You did a job at Fullerton. Yeah, Cal State Fullerton.
Cal State Fullerton. I just want to thank the students for the opportunity to address them. They were very charming. Particularly that little blonde girl who I told her to dye her hair. That was the best advice I could give her.
Wait, hold on a second. You went to the lovely college students at Cal State Fullerton.
Yes.
And you got involved in somebody. You actually singled out a lovely blonde girl and you told her to dye her hair?
Yes.
To what color?
Any color but the color it was. And she was sitting up up there.
Oh, no.
And the place was full.
Yeah.
And, she was sitting on the end of a row. And she's really a beautiful young girl. And I was teasing her, and she laughed, and the whole audience laughed. And
It's
I
so
said,
you. It is
well,
so you.
I said at the end of my talk with them, I said to her, my advice to you is dye your hair. I was sincere.
So you're talking to them about their careers.
And they loved it.
All the
Yeah,
showbiz.
yeah,
And
they
you
loved it.
Singled one out and said, my advice to you, dye your hair.
She was beautiful. And I enjoyed that. And then that was Tuesday night. Yeah, that was Tuesday night, because then I went to this fabulous restaurant in Fullerton.
Really?
Oh, yeah, and I know a lot about Italian restaurants. I'm not Italian, but I know a lot about those restaurants growing up in the neighborhood where it was popular to go to those restaurants. And this was fabulous. If you ever come out here to California, you've got to go to this restaurant in Fullerton. Can you pronounce it?
Angelo's and Vinci's for Michelangelo and Leonardo da Vinci. It's called Angelo's and Vinci's.
Right. And the manager, the hostess, should dye her hair, too.
You think so?
Oh,
Yeah,
she's
boy.
another hottie.
Yeah.
Beautiful. But she's in another age group altogether.
She is.
Yeah, she was considerably older than the blonde.
The blonde girl.
Yeah,
So you
that
told them
was
both to dye their hair?
No.
Okay.
Yes, I was.
Just the blonde.
Yeah, I knew not to tell
brunette.
anything to Cynthia.
Yeah,
if
Cynthia
I wanted
the
to get out of there alive.
Thank
Now,
you.
tell you about blondes. Do you want to see a beautiful blonde?
Yes, I would
And
love
she's
that.
a one of our listeners.
Really?
Yeah, check this out, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob here, Mr. Conrad, has a picture. And by the way, you can send stuff to him at rconrad@crni.net. That is a lovely blonde lady. Who is that?
R. Conrad, CRNI.net.
For Conrad Radio Network Interactive.net.
Right. So that's how you send the emails.
Pictures of the emails. Now, this picture came
Now,
to us.
how do you call in?
You call in at 800-336-2225, but you do that on Thursday, starting at 3 o'clock Pacific Time, 6 Eastern. 2 hours we're here taking your calls. If you're hearing us on the weekend edition, the true weekend edition, you email us, rconrad@crni.net, and you can mail us. I sent it to Robert Conrad in care of CRN, Post Office Box 433, Sunland, S-U-N, there's your sun, L-A-N-D, there's your land, California, 91041.
Yeah, and here he goes, repeating that, which we do every week, and we do it because every week there are new listeners, and we need to let them know that without them, there is no radio show. It's all about you. It's all about you asking questions about the 55 years I've spent in Hollywood.
Seems like yesterday, doesn't it?
Seems like today.